Okay, so I'm going to start out with a little disclaimer. This is just how I did my stick and poke tattoos. It's not a tutorial. I don't want you to go out and do this and mess up your own tattoos and get mad at me. So yeah, I'm just showing you my tattoos I've done so far and how I did them, because I got questions. So yeah. This is the first one I did. I just wanted to start out with something small, so it's a little hard on my wrist. And I think it turned out nice. And then I actually did the sun first, but here's the moon on one of my feet. And there's the sun. So I just did like a little sun and moon on my feet because I thought it would be cute. And these aren't perfect, but that's kind of what you get with stick and poke tattoos, and you do them yourself, so that kind of is special. And then this is the most recent one, and the one I'll be showing you how I did it. It's just a little bird on my ankle. So first I got some tattoo ink. This is the Black Buddha Ultra Black tattoo ink. I got it off of Amazon, so I also got the needles off of Amazon as well. And these are the needles I got. Just sterile tattoo needles to make everything safe, not using like a safety pin or sewing needle and stuff like that. And that's like the number of which one I got. And then I also got some soap and water to clean it off as I'm doing it, and some paper towels as well, because you don't need to use like a towel because it can still have bacteria on it even if you washed it. And then just some kind of ointment to put on your tattoo afterward, or to put on my tattoo. This is just what I've used for like every one of my tattoos, professional and the ones I've done. So I started off with clean hands, and I also cleaned the area where I'm going to be doing the tattoo. And I have already stenciled on the design I'm wanting. I first drew it a few times on this little piece of paper with just a pen, not a Sharpie, because that can mess up and stain the skin and you won't be able to tell what you're doing. And I kind of pressed it onto the skin and then stenciled it out. And I also have to have something to put the ink in, so I just used a clean bottle cap and put some ink in there to be dipping my needle into. This is the needle I'm using. It wouldn't focus, so sorry about that. It's just like a little one needle thing. And just dipping the needle into the ink, making sure it's all nice and saturated. And then you just go into the skin. And I poke from an angle. I find that works best. And you just continuously poke the ink into the skin over and over and over until you have poked everywhere. And that is pretty much how you do it. You just have to go back and forth into the ink, making sure the needle has enough ink on it to press into the skin. And you don't need to press very hard. You just have to break the first layer of skin, and you can kind of feel it like it's just like a little pop. And yeah, so it's not very hard. I feel like this hurts a lot less than actual tattoos, but that's probably because it doesn't go as far down into the skin. So it might fade a little faster, but that's fine with me. I don't care. And then you just take the soap and water and a paper towel and wash off all of the ink and everything, and that's what you're left with after, the first pass. And you have to go back over it quite a few times. I only showed you me doing it twice because I did it maybe 10 times to get the full effect that I wanted. So yeah, I figured you didn't want to sit here for 30 minutes watching me do this. So yeah, you just go back and forth go over it a million times, and this is what I was left with, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed.